Flags up behind, and they sent on their journey from the 1600-meter marker. Not quite sure, but I think Lady of LUTETIA was a little bit slow into stride. I think Lady of LUTETIA was slow about a length, and Warren Kennedy just gave her a couple of urgings early on to try and get her into the race. She's 3 lengths off. Queen Dora pokes the nose in front. Love the Flags on the outside. Global Appeals toward the inside. Crystal Cove, then comes Princess Donnelly. Towards the inside, Lady of LUTETIA's about 5 lengths off the tempo. Emerald Isla just gets a scrub or 2 to stay in touch with them. The blue cap of Z Riders wider out, got about 4 lengths to make up, but is on the improve. Further back to Jane Bond on the inside with Bell Starbuster. Love the Flag picked it up by a length. Crystal Cove is right there. Z Riders 3 around them, and Emerald Isla continues to creep closer. Princess Donnelly. Queen Dora's come under pressure to the inside. Lady of LUTETIA's moved around them, and Global Appeals in a pocket can have to hunt her way through. Top of the lane, 400 metres to go. Love the Flag by a length and a half. Princess Donnelly. Global Appeal makes her presence felt to the inside, and Lady of LUTETIA's got nowhere to go, looking for a gap to open. On the outside, Emerald Isla, but Global Appeal picked it up by a length and a half past the 200, and if you're on number 7, Global Appeal, she's going to take some catching. Emerald Isla. Lady of LUTETIA's now getting into it late on though, and Lady of LUTETIA will finally seal the deal. Global Appeal gave it up the last 100. Emerald Isla and Princess Donnelly. Well, Warren Kennedy looks across just past the post, had nowhere to go coming to the 300, and at that stage Global Appeal looked good, but Lady of LUTETIA will finally reward her supporters, and this is for the Borgs, Jerry's, the Morjons, bred by the Golden Touch Thoroughbred Services. The kids, 225,000 rand by. Global Appeal past the 200 sped away, but Lady of LUTETIA gets it right today. Emerald Isla had her chance, and then came Princess Donnelly. So at the 300-meter marker, Global Appeal went clear of the field. Lady of LUTETIA still had 3 lengths to make up, and at that stage, Global Appeal had 2.5 lengths to spare, and then all of a sudden, Lady of LUTETIA now comes forward. Global Appeal starts to lug out, and that's when Lady of LUTETIA pounces and takes home that first prize. Back to the studio.
Well, there is a race review in progress, so we'll keep you updated with that. But Lady of LUTETIA has come through to win. Paul Lafferty teaming up with Warren Kennedy at Chance Ride. Well done to all the guys, PM Racing, Peric Morgine, Sherwin Jeria, and Mrs. Borg. Of course, the breeders, Golden Touch Thoroughbred Services, and Mr. Kidd. And the gentleman that takes care of Lady of LUTETIA, his name is Zaminkosi Biase, 1,000 rand to him. That's from Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well done to you, Zaminkosi. Hearty congratulations. Okay, this mic has been set for somebody very short, but we'll lift that up for Warren Kennedy. Warren, firstly, what a week. What a week it's turning out for you. You know, I like stats and I keep a close eye on what's happening around the country. I think this is 13 now from Sunday last week to Sunday this week, including a 5-timer.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic week, Dees. You know, they don't come around too often, but you know, you can get blank weeks and you can get good weeks like this. So you take the good weeks as they come. Had a fantastic week so far, and it's continuing now. So let's hope it carries on.
You've had a 6-timer before, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I had last year.
Before the July, sometime.
Yeah, the meeting before the July, Thursday before the July. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've had 6, you've had 5, you've had some tremendous days in your career.
Yeah, I've had some fantastic days, Dees. Still trying to get the elusive 7, but we'll work on that and hopefully it'll come around. But yeah, you can't complain with the amount of winners I've had this week at all.
No further action with regards to that race review. Warren, you know, I loved your confidence that you showed with the horse, because it was a bit tight, but you just set and you knew how much a horse you had.
Dees, yeah, I've ridden her before and she's been very disappointing. She just lacked a lot in confidence, this filly. You know, she's been pipped on the line, done everything right and still being caught, you know. Shame, she just had a hard time, and you know, the race didn't really work out for me. You know, sometimes drawn one on a filly that doesn't have that much gate speed, you can get surrounded by, let's be honest, a pretty mediocre bunch. And, you know, they didn't really carry me into the straight, and I was stuck in a pocket. I would have liked to have circled and gone because I saw Lal making his move, but I just had nowhere to go. I had to just wait on her and just trust in her. And when I asked her to let down, she quickened really smartly and she hit the line running, Dee, so there's no reason why she can't follow up from here.
Okay, good ride, one on the board. Can you help us later on?
Dee, yeah, I'm pretty competitive, but it's a very competitive day, I thought. You got a horse like Fight Song. He is pretty decent, but he's in a tough race. He's a lovely horse, so I'm hoping for the best of him. Emerald Palace, got to see out the maidens. Yes, she won it as she liked, but will she follow up from that? She is a bit of a temperamental filly, so we're going to have to let the race tell us where we're going with her and if she can follow up from that. If you think about it, the times of that race were very good, so there's no reason why she shouldn't, but I'd play on the side of caution. She is a bit temperamental.
Well, thanks for that, Warren. You're really a man to follow, and we'll be following your rides closely, but well done with this win.
Thanks, Dee. Just a big thanks, Mr. Lafferty, for the pickup ride. Obviously to Anton, I hope he recovers very quickly. You know, we're enemies out on the battlefield, but we're friends in the jockey room, so to Anton, I hope you recover soon.
Well done, Warren. Laf, she's put it all together for yourself and the guys that have been patient with her, but that said, she's earned stake checks and she's paid her way through training, Paul.
Absolutely. I'm just changing the mark from Johnny Gerudis to Paul Lafferty. Yeah, she has. She's paid her way. And firstly, I'd like to thank Arthur Marcus. He said we put these cheek pieces on so you can get it to travel. I thought we were in trouble halfway up the straight, but Warren's a very good rider, and I like the way she won.
The guys that are involved, I see Peric is involved, Sherwin's involved, and Mrs. Paul.
You know, I train for a lot of wonderful people, and these three have got to be right at the top. Joanne Borge has supported me from Australia. She's a lovely lady, and we've just sent her Generous Lady to Stud to go and see United States, and she's really been great with us. And then, of course, Sherwin Jerry. There isn't a nicer man around than Sherwin Jerry, and I've trained a lot of horses from him. He really, really is a gentleman of the highest order. And then Peric's a great mate of mine. And Peric's always very, very good. He never complains. He gets her, all three of them, you never hear a word from them. And let's hope I have more winners for these nice people.
Stable's in a good space, Paul. White Lightning, first run back?
Need it. Definitely need it. I couldn't find a race for him. And he's dropped so far down the merit rating that he has to be competitive. But I think he's going to come screaming for his mother in the last furlong. So I really think he's underdone. But not to forget the breeders, Golden Touch. You know, they always follow up on how their horses do. And that's very, very good of them.
Okay, just to put a lid on this interview, Paul, all the best to yourself and your owners. You're a director on the board of Gold Circle. It's hotting up. It's exciting times now leading into our champion season.
You know, what's so good is that I went to speak to the CEO and Raf, and I was talking about the nominations for the Vodacom Durban July, and I couldn't see a horse that's been left out. The best of every province is here, champions. I could basically pick an 18-horse field from there. There's such quality coming. And there's some great improvers from the Snaith Yard and, of course, Sean Terry Yard. There are some that are hopeful entrants, but that's the vibe for the Vodacom Durban July. I've done it before. I've thrown in hopeful horses, and it hasn't mapped out, and some it has mapped out. But I just think it's going to be the Vodacom Durban July. Everything's building up to be a real crescendo of horse racing.
Thanks for that, Paul. All the best to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done to Paul and his patrons here with Lady of LUTETIA 1, 7, 5 and 2. Up next, start of the place accumulator, which will start at 1300 hours, 1 o'clock.